So many businesses are posting content, running ads, and spending money on marketing, but have absolutely no idea what's actually driving customers. They're looking at likes, views, and followers, but their ROI is quietly collapsing in the background because the businesses growing the fastest are not the businesses just posting the most and hoping that translates to more customers. They're the businesses understanding the data better than everyone else. So in this video, I'm going to break down social media analytics for beginners, what metrics matter, what metrics don't matter, and how to tell what's helping your business grow versus what's secretly killing your ROI. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. We've driven over $272 million in revenue for our small business clients using social media ads alone. So if you want an idea of what it would look like for us to handle your social media for you, you can schedule a free, no pressure strategy call using the link below. Otherwise, let's jump in by first understanding what social media analytics actually are. Social media analytics are simply the data behind your marketing. They tell you what content is performing, what people respond to, what drives clicks, what creates leads and customers, and where your marketing is breaking down. Think of analytics like a scoreboard. They tell you which strategies are winning customers and which are losing customers. Without social media analytics, you're basically guessing. And while guessing at a strategy does not sound like a good idea, a lot of businesses do that when it comes to social media because social media feels emotional. You post something, it gets likes, and you assume, okay, that worked. But then no leads come in, no sales happen, and the business doesn't actually grow. The reason is because social media engagement alone is not the full story. Analytics help you separate people liked this from this actually generated business. And that's a huge difference. So if business owners need to understand social media analytics to actually grow, it makes you wonder why most businesses have no idea what's working in their marketing. One of the biggest problems right now is that businesses are drowning in data but starving for clarity. Every platform gives you analytics. You've got Instagram Insights, TikTok Analytics, YouTube Studio, Facebook Analytics, and Google Analytics. But most businesses don't know what they're actually looking at when they're looking in those dashboards. So they default to looking at vanity metrics that are easy to understand, like views, likes, followers, and reach. But that can be dangerous to base success off of those metrics alone because a post can go viral and still produce 0 customers. Meanwhile, another post with lower reach might quietly generate real sales. And if you can't tell the difference, you start optimizing for attention instead of revenue, and that is the opposite of what you want. The businesses growing right now understand that different metrics tell you different things. For example, reach tells you if people are seeing your content. Watch time tells you if your content is engaging. Click-through rates tell you if people are taking action. And conversion rates tell you if your offer actually works. That's how analytics can help you identify where the breakdown is happening. Like for instance, maybe the content is strong but your call to action is weak. Or the ads are working, but the landing page is killing conversions. Without analytics, you never know where the real problem is. And if you can't identify the problem, you can't fix it and scale your business predictably. So here are the only metrics most businesses should focus on. Number 1, reach. Reach tells you how many people saw your content. If your reach is low, your hook may be weak, your consistency may be off, or the platform may not trust your content yet. This is the starting point because nothing else about your ad or content can work if nobody is seeing it. Number 2, watch time and retention. These days, platforms care deeply about how long people watch, how long they stay on the platform, and whether they finish your content. High retention usually means better hooks, stronger pacing, and more engaging content. Attention is currency now, so once you've gotten the reach, make sure your hooks and content topics are attention-grabbing enough to retain the viewer's interest. Number 3, click-through rate or CTR. CTR measures how many people actually took action, because views mean nothing if nobody ever clicks. So a low CTR usually means weak messaging, a weak CTA or call to action, or attracting the wrong audience. Number 4, conversion rate. This measures out of everyone who clicked how many people actually became leads or customers. This tells you whether your offer, funnel, landing page, or targeting is effective. Number 5, cost per result. For ads especially, cost per lead, cost per purchase, your CAC or customer acquisition cost, and your CPC or cost per click are the numbers that determine profitability. A lot of businesses focus on getting more traffic when they should focus on getting better traffic at a lower cost, because getting a $100 sale doesn't matter if you spent $200 to get it. So on that note, let's talk about what's killing your ROI. Because some of the stuff we're about to cover is where businesses accidentally waste enormous amounts of money. Starting with vanity metrics by themselves. I'm talking about likes without conversions, views without clicks, followers without customers. Vanity metrics alone can create a false confidence that your business is doing well, when in reality, there's no revenue to support that. So don't get caught up in vanity metrics alone. Next is having no attribution. A lot of businesses don't track where leads come from, what content influenced them, or what actually caused the sale. So they keep spending money blindly. You need attribution to be able to put more money behind the best performing ads. Otherwise, marketing becomes guesswork. Another huge mistake is looking at platforms separately. Most buyers interact with multiple touch points. They see an Instagram reel, later visit the website, then watch a YouTube video, then finally convert through a retargeting ad. But then businesses often analyze each platform in isolation. That's not how buyers behave anymore. So your analytics need to account for the full customer journey. Now, a lot of you may be watching thinking, okay, this makes sense, but now what? What do I actually do next? So here's how analytics should change your strategy, because analytics are not just for reporting, they're for decision making. The numbers should shape your content, your ads, your hooks, your offers, your targeting, your CTAs, and your entire marketing strategy. Analytics tell you do more of this, stop doing this, fix this. Double down here. That's where growth comes from. So start testing different hooks, formats, topics, CTAs, offers, and audience behavior constantly, and track all of it. Keep a pulse on the numbers and what changes positively or negatively with each change, and let every piece of data sharpen your overall marketing strategy. If you remember one thing from this video, remember this: content without analytics is gambling, because if you can't see what's working, what's converting, or what's hurting performance, you cannot scale predictably. The business is posting emotionally based on what they think will work. That mindset is expensive. The businesses getting customers from social media today are not guessing better or guessing at all. They're measuring social media analytics and reacting accordingly.